everyday outfits I would describe as 13-year-old boy. It's a V for VANA. As you can see now, I'm not wearing any pants because they're camouflaged, so you can't see them. Hello, my name is VANA. You might recognize me from the bus video I did. And we are in Chicago right now at the House of Blues. And yeah, we're doing style analysis today. Unfortunately, my big package of costumes has been lost in the road. So it's currently being shipped back and forth between senders, and hopefully we'll get it before the next couple shows. Which would have been a shame because I could have shown you all these cool things that myself and my stylist have worked together to kind of build over the past couple months. But right now we'll show you what we do have. Starting with these beautiful masks that are handmade with love by Fantasy. About like a couple months ago I saw Fantasy on my Instagram and I was like, holy fuck, that's so cool, and like they're so talented, and I've always wanted to have masks for my band members. Previously we tried 3D printing some masks last time. I used like a Winter Soldier print file from online, and we tried printing them out before the tour and it didn't really work out. Matthew wore it. Matthew wore the Winter Soldier mask.
Yes.
Almost every single show last year, but the boys on stage couldn't really breathe in it, so they wore gator masks instead. But this time we actually have it. So these are my ladies. So, yeah, as you can see, they're all slightly different from each other. I wanted each one to have their own kind of, like, personal flair. I kind of let Fantasy take her own creative liberties for most of it. I just told her, hey, look, I just want black and red, and I want my logo to be on it. And she was like, say less, and she designed these fucking insanely beautiful things. This one looks like a bug. This one looks like a bug as well, and that one also looks like a bug. But they're all very cool bugs, and mine kind of looks like a Gundam mask. One Gundam guy. Yeah, so I thought that was cool. I really liked how this was like evil looking. I didn't want to do horns because I felt like that's overdone. I like how this is kind of like, you know, like what's her name? Maleficent vibes. And I asked if she could sew on some beads on my one to make it look like blood droplets. Also, it's a V for VANA. So funny and cool. Yeah, so they're all kind of look really good together. They're completely transparent. Everyone can see through them quite well, right? You can see through them?
Yes. Yeah, I don't have any issues, really.
Yeah, so they're really, really good. I recommend hitting up Fantasy if you ever need some masks. She's so talented. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with these. They are so cool and so pretty. So traveling with these bad boys, we have these mannequins just in case they get crushed and we need to reform them. But usually we travel with them in this little box here. So we kind of just place them very nicely, and my one goes on top because it has this little thing. It's detachable, but I never really take it off because I love it so much. So yeah, we just kind of pop in this case so that they're very nice and snug and safe on the road. So me and my stylist Cass have worked for the past like 2 months on building this kind of like aesthetic for stage, because I think it's really important how people are dressed on stage. I think it's part of the theatrics. I love theatrical stuff. Big fucking nerd over here, so it was really important to me. So we kind of put together a Pinterest board of our favorite things. We have a bunch of references, very like Renaissance kind of vibes, and how we can like bring that into like a modern approach. We love lots of like heels and stuff, but I'm not that nimble, unfortunately, so we will be using a lot of platform boots so that, you know, I feel a little bit taller than I am. Although I am 6'1", you know, I just want to make that very clear. I am 6'1", and that is the truth. On a good day. So she's put together this like Google Slides document, which I can show you, with shape, textures, concepts, accessories, bottoms, corsets, and she's reached out to a lot of cool brands that have been like super keen to work with me, and they've sent me some really cool items. So we're working with Jeffrey Campbell, Dolskill, Bat Norton, The End, Thistle and Spire, Blackwood Castle, Affection Boulevard, and Selkie, which is super cool, and a couple things from my own closet and from Cass's closet. She's dyed a couple of her things to reuse them and repurpose them. It's pretty cool. Jewelry as well from like Ask and Embla and Regal Rose. All the shoes gifted, dresses, and all of that. Cool dresses, cool layering things, and you can see here, hang on, style out. So Cass has put together everything that we can pair to kind of make these outfits work, which is awesome because Cass's brain is so cool, and she's thought of these things that I couldn't think of. It's really cool. Some people are just like made for this. So it's also good because, you know, when you're kind of busy sound checking, doing VIP, getting your day ready, not having to think about what to pair together sometimes is super good. It takes a big weight off your shoulders. So most of the pieces that I have are either black or red, which is super cool. So a lot of them are really easily mixed and matched together so that we can create just like a bunch of different kind of layers and different outfits with all the same clothes, mix and reuse and stuff like that. The boys kind of wear the same thing every night. It's very like Japanese influenced, very like baggy street style, Harajuku style, and just, yeah, depending on the day, depending on the laundry stops, is important for them. But for myself, it's basically as many outfits that Cass and I can kind of mix and match together, just to create some really cool, unique, outfits. So for my makeup, I can never live without eyeliner. That is a big thing. I use just NYX eyeliner. It's so cheap and it's like the easiest to find everywhere because I always either lose them or run out a lot. Another big thing on tour that I need to really keep in mind is my hair. It is very red and I'd like to keep it that way. So what I do, people always ask me this question, how do you keep your hair red? I put red dye into, do not judge my dirty ass makeup bag. I put red dye into my conditioners and my shampoos and my hair masks so that every time I refresh my hair with like conditioner, it like re-dyes it. So that is a hack for all of my mentally ill, dyed hair, girlies or boilies or everything in between. That is definitely a hack that you should use. For my foundation, the best one I found is, my foundation that I use, oh my god, this is how I look through my makeup every day. So, I hope that helps. Super professional is Estee Lauder Double Wear. This stays on. It's really hard to get off. So you really have to spend time taking it off, otherwise your skin will be very not happy with you. I use lip stains on stage too, because otherwise if you use lipstick it like gets on the mic and gets everywhere and it's not fun. For contour and eyeshadow I use this palette that I got 3 years ago. Makeup technically expires after a year. I say bah humbug. No way, bro, I'm getting my dosh's worth. I can't even read it. I'm pretty sure they didn't even sell it in this shade again. They like redid the shades so that the gray tone. This is like a warm tone one, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out because they have discontinued it. So, Too Faced, if you're listening, holy fuck, can you bring it back, please? Thank you. For concealer, I use Charlotte Tilbury, and everything else is pretty like mix and matchable. For my application, I use like actual paintbrushes because I found that makeup brushes are, 1, super overpriced, and 2, these ones are like super precise. So I went to a craft store and I just got like normal paintbrushes, and this is how I apply my concealer with like a normal like school paintbrush. That is a hack to use as well. For primer, I have this one, Grown Alchemist. I've just recently started using it. My skin all of a sudden has decided that it's really sensitive and I'm a stupid baby, stupid little crybaby idiot, and I can't use just anything now, so that's cool. So I use that, and it seems to like not disagree with my skin. And then I use this. If you were a teenager in the 2017 era, you might be scarred by this product. I was not, unfortunately, scarred, so I haven't learned my lesson. But this is what I use. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyebrow Pomade, which, if you were a girl in 2017, you might know the horror stories about it. Yeah. And then also a really good thing for my stupid baby idiot skin is this green color correcting thing. It takes away your redness, and it also creates a barrier between your face and makeup. Because wearing makeup every single day, especially like the amount that you should when you're on stage, is just not awesome. It's like probably humans shouldn't be doing it, which is why my skin is probably mad at me. But this is a good thing to do. Skincare is very important. So my everyday outfits I would describe as 13-year-old boy. I have this alter ego. His name is Kyle, and that is who I am when I am not VANA. I always wear jorts. Jorts are a big thing I wear. I made jorts from like merch online, and I got some of them for samples, and I wear them all the time. So jorts and oversized t-shirt, and as you can see now, I'm not wearing any pants because they're camouflaged, so you can't see them, which is crazy. Yeah, I very much am. I feel like because I dress up so much on stage, and I get to dress up and like wear all these crazy costumes when I'm not performing, I very much value Kyle time, I call it. So Kyle time is really good. It was funny, we went to Vans in Chicago, and one of the workers, Jay, recognized us, and he goes, "It's so weird, like you're wearing normal clothes." And I was like, yes, that is what we tend to do when we're not. I think it's funny, people might assume that I'm always wearing leather. Not truly the case. Not truly the case. I'm normally Kyle. So accessories, I am a big fan of Ask and Embla. They are my goats. They make some really cool like chain things. Very like medieval themed. I really love them. I'm wearing a ring by them right now, and I have a couple more. I've got this ring and a couple more in Moab, Utah, in this little like jewelry store, and I really love them. They reminded me of the Lord of the Rings, so I got them. So this is another one from Utah, from that same store. I really liked it. It looked like Galadriel, so I got it. And then same with this one. This one was red, like a red teardrop, so I also thought that was pretty cool. This one is also from Ask and Embla. It's Sacred Heart. I love how medieval Ask and Embla is. It's really cool. And then this one is a snake one, which is kind of cool because I have a song called Serpentine, so I really like this ring. It's from Regal Rose. This one, I can't actually think that this is a pants chain from, I can't even remember. Like, I'm thinking it's from a brand called Dangerfield in Australia, New Zealand. I think it was, I wanted to dye this like pair of pants black because it was blue, and I took the chain off and I was like, wait, this is kind of a cool necklace. And then this one I got in a market in Vancouver when I was camping. There was like a little market before the ferry, and this is the only necklace that I can wear like every day, every night. I don't have to take it off because it doesn't overstimulate me because the chain is so thin, so it's really nice. I think this is tourmaline. I don't know what it does, but it looked cool. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and delving into my style, my questionable style. My name is VANA. I have a song coming out called Pray on November 20th, and look out for a potential headline tour early next year. Yeah, okay.